Shalom and welcome. Today we are going to learn about the migration of the Chewa people and a little information about Malawi people. I know this is going to be a strange lessons that you never expected to know, because those who control our school books, educations, they have given some false informations, which we call sometimes ourselves, we call it oral traditions, but most of our oral tradition is infiltrated with the narration of the Europeans. Anyway, before we go so far, in this topic of the Chewa migration, we are going to consult many different sources. In order to know this Chewa or Malawian people, we will touch the Bible. Yes, I mean the Bible. Your history is in the Bible. We are going to touch on Samuel, Josiah, Ntara. This was a Malawian historian. We're going to consult Wikipedia, historian. We're going to touch Professor Rudolph Windsor. We are going to touch African history. We are going to touch the HebrewReader.com, the NairoRiver.com. We are going to touch the Juwai Yusufu, and many more. I know these names that I name, maybe some of the Chewa people themselves, they don't know them. That's why I'm saying this story is going to be an interesting one. Tabwelan. We all know that the Chewa are from the Bantu tribes or languages. To understand the Chewa, we have first to understand who is a Bantu. We have to know the term Bantu, the difference between Bantu and the Negro. Is it the same person or they are different? Today, it's normal we call nigger, say you nigger, but we don't know. If somebody there calling nigger and you in Africa we call you Bantu, we just mean one thing. When you go in Wikipedia, around 1442, the Portuguese first arrived in southern Africa while trying to find a sea route to India. The term Negro, literally means black, was used by the Spanish and the Portuguese as a simple description to refer to the Bantu that they encountered. So when we refer Bantu and we refer to Negro, it's just the same thing. Okay? In America, they call them Negro, but in Africa, they call them Bantu, which is one group of people in a different continent. Who is a Bantu? According to Naira source, he said, Bantu culture teaches that we have divine origin. Thus, our essence is divine. This is our higher nature. We must always strive to live according to higher nature, which is our true nature. Hence, we say we are the Benanzambi, which is in Kikongo for sons and daughters of God. Our highest performance is when we work together, and this is an enemy strive when we are divided. In Bantu language, the term Bantu is a plural of Muntu. A Muntu is literally a divine being. a person who lives according to their higher nature. The word ntu or ntu, pronounced ntu, in Nguni and Kikongo means thing. In Chewa we say chintu, thing. A thing that merely exists. This is in reference to animated or inanimated objects that are not human. In contradictions, ntu is the divine essence. This is a suffix ntu in the term muntu. Muntu. The concept of ntu and ntu inform us of the difference between body and soul, physical and spiritual. It also highlights the similarity thereof. Ubuntu, which is related to the term meaning having the character of being, and a muntu. Value of Ubuntu, including love, character, good character, righteousness, compassion, brother or sister's keeper, etc. But Ubuntu also demonstrates the relationship between Muntu and his maker. Hence, Abantu or Muntu as Ubuntu. And when someone loses Ubuntu, the individual cannot be truly classified as Muntu. They lose the Ntu essence and they become Ntu, a thing, being without a soul to speak. When one forgets the law, they are no longer in the image of their creator, representing the creator. They are spiritually dead. Basically, a body without a soul. In Kiswahili, when a person is without a soul, they call them mzimu, which is opposite of Mungu, creator. From Abantu, you have two words. Ntu, which is suffix associated with a divine essence. From Ubuntu, Abantu, Ntu refer to people and nations, an activity, lineage of Muntu, Bantu, are singular and the plural forms of divine Ntu. Abba is a prefix and a variation of Abba in Hebrew. Abba means Baba, which is father, creator, God. Abantu then refer to the people whose culture is Ubuntu, the law written in their hearts, who practice Isintu. The culture is called Isintu. The culture, norms, tradition of Abba, God. Abantu means God is nation, people, descendants of God. When we read about Psalm chapter 82 verse 6, the Bible says, "You are God." So we are trying to understand, don't lose the point. We are learning about the Chewa, but we have to understand the Chewa are under the Bantu tribe. So now we understand who is a Muntu, Abantu. The term Bantu, from now on you know it. Abba means God, Ntu means spirit, divine essence, or house, people. That's Ntu. Abantu means God is people. Right? We go on. Bantu are the ancient Hebrew Israelites of the Bible Secret of the Vatican. This source we are reading into the stimit.com. When Bantu came to Africa, they controlled West, Central, East, and Southern Africa. They took all the forest from Pygmy to avoid the spreading of Islam. those from the west joined Bantu Gala in the forest to field against the Muslims, and they call themselves Ba Congolo in DR Congo. Bantu also call themselves as Yahund in Aramaic. Yahud, Arab, Hebrew means Judah, which is in the same capital of Cameroon today. The Bantu call themselves Igbo in Nigeria. Igbo means Hebrew. Bantus were also given a title by Muslims as the people of the book. This is because the Arabs started trading in slaves 1,000 years before the European slaves trade. Hence, informed the Portuguese about the people of the book, a people cursed by God and predestinated as slaves. They said, they give it a chapter, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 to 68. The Muslims also call the Western Sudan as Yahudim, which means the lost tribe of Israel. Now, this is the story about the Bantu. I think the Bible says, John chapter 8, verse 32, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Don't forget our main topic. We are learning about who is Chewa, the migration of Chewa. Okay, so we go through the Bible. According to the Bible, what was the cause of the migration of the Chewas? Where do they come from? There are many causes of the Bantu migrations, which include the Chewa people of Malawi. But one main cause of their migration is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1, and Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. We read, and it shall come to pass, if you shall hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandment, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set you above all nations of the earth. So people now are wondering, saying, this verse is talking about the Jews, which we know now in the Middle East. How does it related to the Chewa people? Let it go on. That's why at first I said our history is hidden. We don't know our history. We know we are Chewa, we are Malawian, that's all. We don't know where we came from. We only know just near here, Congo, but we don't know where we came from. When we read in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15, it says, but it shall come to pass, if you will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command you this day, that all these curses shall come upon you and overtake you. Matembelero samene awela panu, and they will take over you. I'm not a Chewa. I don't know it's nice, but I understand. The sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. That's one of the curses. Okay, the Bible says, if you don't keep this commandment, your sons and your daughters will be taken into another people, and thy eye shall look and fell with longing for them all day long, and there shall be no mighty in thy hand. The Chewa people were taken from Malawi to all parts of the world through slavery. This verse talks about slavery. Did the Chewa go into slavery? Yes. Were they sold by Arabs by Yao? Yes. So this verse talks about them. Verse 44. He shall lend you, and you shall not lend to him. He shall be head and you shall be tail. Does Malawi give heads to other countries? No. Does Malawi ask heads, donations from other countries? Yes. You will hear they say, we have received donation from United States of America, China, France, Europe, 100 billion kwacha, 300 billion kwacha, whatever. The Bible says, he shall lend to you. Who shall lend to you? Enemy, your enemy. The Bible called it enemy. I know some people feel bad about this thing, but the Bible, once the Bible says, let's listen to the Bible. He shall lend to you, and you shall not lend to him. He shall be the head, and you shall be the tail. Malawi is the head or the tail? The tail. The head is the European country. Yes, that's why in Malawi we still speak foreign languages as our official language. Okay, we go. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. It says, therefore shall you save thy enemy, which the Lord shall send against you, in hunger, in thirst, in nakedness, and in all things, and all shall put yoke of iron upon thy neck, and that until you will be destroyed. Wow, wait a minute. Were Malawians sold into slavery? Yes. Are Malawians by Taiwan, England, America? All this is fall under the Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. And he said, in all things, you shall save your enemy. In all things. When you want to learn education system, it's from Britain. English, your enemies. When you want to learn about religions, from your enemies. All things, the Bible says all things, even printing money, printing ID, passport, whatever, you have to look for assistance from your enemy. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 28. It says, and the Lord shall scatter you among all nations, and you shall left be few in numbers among heathen, whether the Lord lead you. So this is according to the Bible. Now we understand that God said he shall scatter you. The Israelites, the Malawians, they came from where we call now today as the Middle East. God scattered them from Middle East through Sudan, through Egypt, Libya, Sudan, till Congo, until Malawi. That's why till today they don't know their history. They only fall into, we came from Congo, we came from this. Now we're going. This is according to the Bible, right? Yes. So according to the dictionary, how did the Chewa reach Malawi? Okay. Today they are called Chewa, but in the Bible they are called the children of Israel. That's the truth. If you want to learn more, do your own research. Don't end up here. Do your own research. You're going to understand and say, wow, this is true. According to the book of Professor Rudolph Windsor, the book called From Babylon to Timbuktu, page 84, it says, in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under the general Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish states, which great slaughters. During the period of the military governor of the Palestine, many outrage and atrocity were committed against the residues of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it was estimated over 1 million Jews 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecutions and the slaveries. The slave market were full of black Jews. Those who want to learn and to read about this history, they should go and do research about this book. All right, so this, I think today you grab at least something that you never knew about the Bantu migration, how the Malawi reached up to Malawi. Today they established themselves in Malawi. All right, we go on now. The topic is the migration of the Chewa. According to Google discoveries, when you read about the Chewa, now we are going on what we've been taught in school. Briefly speaking, at 2007, Kulapa 5 ceremonies, which is with Chief Lukwa of Kasungu, explained that the Chewa people have been nomadic through histories. Their history can be traced to Sudan before they settled in Zaire. Before being immigrating southwest to Malawi, historically the Chewa society used dual leadership, which reflected the two clans that is comprised the Banda and the Piri. The Banda leadership, 900 to 1400 AD, emphasized ritual authorities and was embodied in the title of Mwali. Mwali was a female media associated with rain-making and general fertility. On the other hand, the Piri leaders, 1400 AD onward, straight political role of their leadership and gave them the title Kalonga. Kalonga is a Chewa word that means the one who enthroned or install subordinate chiefs. By 1600, Kalonga ruled over a very large territory northern of the Zambezi. Although the territory had direct rule over the much smaller and entrusted the rest of the territory to his military nephews, who admitted the accent of region of the territory chiefs. The Chewa people are through the, according to Wikipedia, the Chewa people are thought to have originated in the Shaba, Katanga area of the Democratic Republic of Congo in 16th centuries and 17th centuries. The Kaonde people, it's a group of Chewa people who settled in current territory and recognized the Lundu Empire paramount chief as their overlord in 18th centuries. Several autonomous Kaonde chiefs emerged and became prominent in 19th century. So the Kaonde, maybe the Chewa, some of the Chewa, they never heard the term Kaonde. Kaonde is the same Chewa who lived in Zambia today. Kaonde is the same Chewa who is now in Congo today. We found there the names like the Kalonda, the Mwai, the Mwale, whatever. Anyway, we go on. A person in Chichewa we call Chewa, people are Chewa, language Chichewa, country Uchewa, right? So the Chewa also established their first kingdom before or after 1480 in the 16th centuries. The Banda clan at Makamba and the Piri clan at Matimba each maintained their own system of government. In 16th centuries, Portuguese explorers established relationship with the Malawi Confederacy, which was led by Chewa King Kalonga. According to Samuel Josiah Ntara, this Samuel was a Malawian writer and a teacher who wrote in Chichewa and whose work was often translated into English. He is sometimes credited as SG. He said, oral record of Chewa may be interpreted to refer to the origin in Malambo, a region in the Luba areas of the Democratic Republic of Congo, from where they immigrated into northern Zambia and the southern east into the highland of Malawi. This settlement appears sometimes before the end of the first millennium, after the conquering the land from the Abatwa. They regrouped at Choma, a place associated with a mountain in northern Malawi and the plateau of northeast Zambia. We go. This one of the number of different interpretations of the early record of the Chewa. The first Chewa kingdom was established sometimes before the 1480, as we read earlier. Women have a special place in Chewa society and the beliefs. They are recognized as the reproducer of the lineage Bele, which is an extended family of the people related to the same ancestors as a matrilineal society. Property and the land rights are inherited through the mother. Bele means descendant from the same breast. Children of the same mother or female. Lubele la Achite makes up a family of dependent Mbumba. Elder brothers of the mother are called Nkroswe, are the guardians of the lineage and are mentor of their sisters' sons. When crops are sold in Chewa, income from the sale belongs to the woman of the house. The village was led by the headman called Afumo, a position to which every village of good character could aspire. Village headmen and headwomen were subordinated to regional chiefs, Mwiniziko, who were themselves subordinate to a paramount chiefs. Subordinate means the regular payment of tribute, as well as readiness to supply men in time of war. Three groups with different history are known as Kaonde. I repeat again the Kaonde things. We say the Kaonde, these are the Chewa people they came on the same trip, but them they remain in Zambia. These are the Chewa people who remain in Zambia and they call themselves Kaonde. What does Kaonde means? When these Bantu people came from the Uluba tribe, they reach at a certain small village, small river. They install themselves at that river. So that river was a very small. So in Kiluba, Kaonde means a small thing, a small one. That's why even in Chichewa, it means Kaonde in Chichewa, we can mean Kochepa. Okay? Yes. So we go on. So according to Ndatara, was the first person to admit that it was very hard to identify the specific place of origin of Chewa and to trace accurately their migration route into Malawi. He said that the old people whom he interviewed gave conflicting answers and they placed their homes of origin from north as Egypt, with some saying it was Uganda and some saying Mombasa in Kenya. In 1970, Liden interviewed a man who he said was Ndata's principal source for the first time. Few chapters of his book, the man mentioned Libya as the place of origin of Chewa. That's why I said our people, we don't know our own history. Why? Because you see the conflicting. Why? Because our history were narrated by white. When they came, they torture, they kill, they destroy our history, because in Africa we say when an old person dies, it's like a burning of a library, because all our people, elder people who knew our history were dead. So we knew nothing about our history. That's why we've been trying to know where, who, where, but time has come. We are waking up now to know the true history of our own. Let's go on. Majority of the oral tradition of Chewa, however, claim that they came from the place called Ulua or Luba in Shaba, Katanga area of Democratic Republic of Congo. We still have the Katanga place in Malawi in the district called Doa. In Doa we have a place where they call Kwakatanga. This claim makes sense when one views the Chewa in the context of the general history of African people called Bantu, as we explain above the Bantu. The term Bantu does not refer to race, as I've explained earlier. In many Bantu languages, the word system too means person. Prefix ba means baba, means father. So we go on. According to the oral tradition recorded by Tara, Kalonga began to expand his area of influence before the arrival at Makamba. He did this perhaps to prevent other senior members of the ruling family from unilaterally breaking away from him. Two of them, Kapwiti and the Lundu, had done so already. Kalonga's strategy for expansions was to send out some of his sons and other relatives to various places far away from him to establish new settlements. The oral tradition suggests that he started doing this when he was at Mawere, Enyangu. Among those he sent out were Changamire and Chulu of the Piri clan, and possibly Makanda of the Mbewe clan. Kalonga also led certain able individuals who requested his permission to venture out on their own, as was the case regarding Kazula of the Mwele clan. These leaders became territorial chiefs of the title Mwiniziko, owner of the land. From Kalonga dispatches with the Pope and the ceremonies, he gave each one emblems of office, which include flywicks and a sword or knives and iron stool. Once he had established himself firmly at Makamba, Kalonga called for meeting of his elders to allocate land to various individuals. He appointed one of his elders called Chembe to be in charge of the land allocations, and the Chembe in turn delegated the work to Mungawi, his young brother. Mungawi instructed those whom he given land to divide the lands and allocated to each others. And this creation created many lesser chiefs who, together with the territorial chiefs, regardlessly sent victory and a part of the initiation of ceremony fee to Kalonga as a tribute. Kapwiti and the Lundu were relatives. Kapwiti was either Lundu's elder brother or uncle. The two broke away from Kalonga and went elsewhere to establish their own settlement. Oral traditions has given various reasons for this departures. Some tradition says that they left because there was either some dispute between them and the Kalonga over the practice of evil magic, and the administration of Mwavi, there was some dysfunctions. Mwavi was the practice of evil magic, right? Yes. So there was some dysfunctions with the choice of the leadership after Kalonga's death. Mwavi is a poisonous drink extracted from the bark of the Mwavi tree. I think all the people, they know what Mwavi tree is. Also known as the Odil tree, which is administered in order to find a culprit in dispute involving witchcraft, theft, or adulteries. The use of what? That Mwavi tree. Now let's touch about politics and the culture or beliefs of the Chewa people. According to Juwai Yusufu, he said this: ritual and the ceremony or religions of the Chewa. The funeral ritual starts with the utaya, the burial rites, and is completely by bona, a rite that takes place for after the harvest of corn in the subsequent years. The Nyau, a masked men society, carry the body of the deceased on the stretch to the burial site and also perform the burial itself. The bona is performed along with beer brewing. According to the Chewa, the beer is not only for the people attending the rites, but also for the right of the dead. The Chewa believe that if the dead are merely buried, they cannot be born again. Being tied to the earth, the role played by the Nyau at the bona rite is to enable the spirit of the deceased to leave the earth and return to God. As ancestral spirits, they can be reincarnated in the bodies of their descendants. The initiation ritual for the girls is called Chinamwari. And during this ritual, a girl who has reached the age of puberty is secluded in a house for a certain period of time and is taught the manner and accomplishment requirement of an adult woman. She also warned not to reveal to men any of the things she will learn in the ceremony. The content of the teachings, presented mostly through songs and dancing, can be classified in two types: instruction in womanly manners and a practical instruction in sex and childbearing. In the myth and beliefs of narration of the Chewa belief, they say this: religions among the Chewa start with the idea of creation deity Chiuta, who created all livings on the mountain of Kapirintiwa along the border of Malawi and Mozambique during the thunderstorm. As a result of the storm, the rains soften the hard surface, but as the surface hardens, their offspring become engraved in the actual rock. Taboo of naming the dead person? We don't know. So in Chewa culture, when addressing one you want to address, when you're addressing to an older, yes, when speaking individual who is older or superior than a person is addressed as the mother of the child's first name or the father of the child's first name. And this is applied into many of the Bantu languages. When you go in Congo, when you are in Kaonde people, the Chewa who are called today Kaonde, in Congo, they name a person, they call a person from the first name of the child. For example, if his name is Mwape, they are going to be starting calling him Shi Mwape, woman na Mwape. Okay, in Malawi they call Bambo wa Mwape, Mai wa Mwape, right? Yes, so this is a culture which is everywhere. I don't know in other cultures like in Kenya, Malawi, Tanzania, whatever, if this is still the same, but since we are the Bantu, this is our culture. and we still hold it firmly. As we said about the religious beliefs of the Chewa, people, briefly in description of religions, animism, ancestral worships, deisms, magic, or totemisms, the Chiuta remains the central figure in traditional Chewa religions. However, in the spirit of the men and the wild animals coverage in everyday life, through dances where men wear masks formed in their like manner of wild animals and the dead. Therefore, in that sense, the dead and the living are thought to be in constant communications. Another central figure to traditional Chewa religions was a serpent spirit known as Tunga, who had the ability to fly through the air to scared pools where rain-calling ceremony were taking place. Keeping with the above tradition of Chewa religion seems to fall between animism and the ancestral worship. In Chewa culture, they also believed in what we call the Levirates and the Sororates culture. What is that? In Sororates, the strict tense of definition don't seem to exist in traditional Chewa today. However, it's believed that formerly a man would marry a widow of his brother or young brother or his maternal uncle upon his death. So this would seem to imply a loss following levirate. So this means when a young brother is dead or big brother is dead and that brother did not give birth to that widow, the young one, the bloodly brother, must marry that sister who is a widow in order to keep the seed, in order to keep the biological, the name of that brother who is dead. This is biblical culture in Africa, which was practiced as personal culture. Do you know that? Yes, it is in the Bible, Deuteronomy. Other interesting culture features in the listing is Ufiti, which believes most Chewa believe that certain persons are witch who impoverish, harm, kill their fellow being by using destructive magic and by performing supernatural feats of various kinds. That they are greatly preoccupied with these beliefs and its various implications is shown by the frequency with which they attribute death, misfortune, or witchcraft, and their related tendency to take precaution against the possible attacks by witches, e.g., by having their bodies and hearts magically protected. Although the Chewa distinguish between the Mperanjiru, who is the witch, whose dominant motive is hatred. The really witch is Mfiti Enieni, who is motivated primarily by flesh hunter. They do not make this distinction between witch and sorcerer. They believe that witches are necrophagus as important practice sequence. When anyone dies, Chewa takes elaborated steps to prevent witches from interacting his corpse. They close the graveyards and the magical substance and having set magical traps for witches, keeping vigil and the graveside for 2 or 3 evenings after the burial. They say that if the witches come, they beat them severely and they wound them fatally by reshaping them anyhow. Alright then, I hope you have grabbed the oral history which is told by the Ntara, and the other African history about the Chewas. So, the Chewa are said to come from the tribe of the Levites among the 12 tribes of Israel. Why do I say that? I repeat again. The Chewa are said to come from the tribe of Levites. Or I said Malawi, the Malawians are said to come from the tribe of the 12 tribe of Israel, the lost Israel. The really children of Israel, not what you know about today. These are the fake ones. Let's go. When you read the book of Ezra and some scholars about the land of Malawi and the Zambia, the scholar said the Zambia and the Malawi are shown common ancestry, and their history is very similar till today. Malawi and the Zambia both use kwacha as their currency. Both were ruled by long-term presidents called Wamuyaya, which are Kaunda and Kamuzu, who are believed to be from not native land. Both Presidents Kaunda and Banda were replaced by those who were both born in 1943, who ran third term, Chiluba and Bakiri. The Mwanawasa and the Bingu wa Mtarika chose running mate in the name of Bandas. Both Bandas took office of the president due to the death incumbent. These Bandas newly president both lost their rulership to their oppositions. So these are the similarity how the other people compare to Malawi. Why is this country so similar? Why is Malawi and Zambia so similar? This is because both are from the tribe of Levi. If we read the book of 1 Ezra, chapter 9, verse 34, it says, the sons of Mani, Jeremiah, Modi, Omaheru, Joel, Madai, Pelia, Anos, Karabasio, Enasubas, Manitaminas, Eliasa, Banu, Eliani, Sami, Selemiah, Nathanias, and the sons of Ozora, Sesi, Ezri, Azaelu, Samadu, Zambi, Josephus. So we see the children of Zambi, which is today Zambia. Okay, it's a name which came into what? The book of Ezra, the Apocalypse. Some they don't know it. We go on. The Jumbe traders and the Portuguese were the one who named the land of Malawi. These Chewa people said Malawi means the land of flames, or lake in Yao. Okay, the Chewa themselves, they said Malawi means the land of flames. And the lake in Yao language is called the Nyasa. Now, when David Livingstone found the Yao guy at the lake Malawi today, he asked him, what is the name of this lake? But because of the language barrier, the Yao guy had the question like, what is this in your language? So the Yao guy said, Nyasa, which means this is a lake. Now, from there, the name Lake Nyasa came from. To call Lake Nyasa is the same as calling it Lake, because Nyasa, it's in English is called lake. Mind you, the name Maravi existed before, and this name existed before the Europeans. So we read above that the Europeans, the Arabs, started doing trade before the European come in Africa. So the Arabs, they were in contact with Chewa, and this story is known by many Malawians. And this name was given by those who found these people due to mourning like of the lake, according to their oral history. But the fact is, Europeans come in Africa. So the Arabs, they were in contact with Chewa, and this story is known by many Malawians. And this name was given by those who found these people due to mourning like of the lake, according to their oral history. But the fact is that Maravi or Malawi is a Swahili name which the Arabs give to the people they come into contact in the land of Nyasa. They call them the Levites, or in Swahili they call them Malawi. This is Malawi, means these are the Levites. Levites in Swahili, Malawi. Singular, the Levite is Malawi in Swahili. Plural, the Levites with S at the end means Malawi or Walawi. The children, one of the children of Jacob. Write in Google. Go in Google. Google Translate. Take Swahili to English. Or English Swahili. Write Malawi. Then check in English. What are they going to give you? They're going to give you the Levites. So, what proves that the Malawi people are the descendants of Israel? What is the proof? The case that they are passing through even today. The Malawi people and other African people are still passing through a terrible case under the control and the matrix of white supremacy and sufferings at their own leadership. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15 to 68. And some of their tribes are still from the Israelite lineage. So we have the people like the Nguni or Ngoni people who are found in Malawi. When you read in the book of Numbers chapter 26 verse 48, I repeat again, the Nguni people, they are found in the book Number chapter 26 verse 48. It says, and these are the children, okay, the descendants of Ngunites, the Nguni, the children of Sena. Malawi, they have Sena people. When you go in the book of Nehemiah, chapter 7, verse 38, the Sena were a group of people who came in Malawi. Slave trade. Malawi people were taken into slavery into America today as many. As Jesus prophesied in the book of Luke chapter 21 verse 24 and Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 26. If you got time, read this verse. If you enter in Google and type slavery.voyage.com, in the searching box, type the name of Banda and see the result. Why? Why the name Banda? Because Malawi is known by the names of Banda today. And today, white people, black people in America are waking up knowing their true history, calling themselves as the true Jews. And if it's truly proven by the Bible and the scholars that the Americans, the black Americans today are from the true children of Israel, which means Malawi is included because many of the slaveries were taken from Malawi to America and other places. The good thing is that all the Banda names in slavery voyage is going to be listed as coming from Congo Luba. This is what you are going to find. The language of Malawi are among the language of the Negro, like the Chewa, the Nyanja, the Tumbuka, the Lomwe, and the Ngoni. We said that the Malawi tribe or the Malawi languages are the Bantu language. According to French Catholic Legend Bonaventures Projects in 1743, 1880, this man, who is famously author of Maximilian and Robespierre 1758, autobiography, The Guy from the French Renaissance, and the lesser known the work of the history of the Luango. This guy writes the book of Luango, Kakongo, and Ngoya. In 1776, in this particular book, you can find stuff like, they are to be remarkable in the language of the Negroes, which means Bantu. Many terms of the phrase which appertains to the Hebrews. So this guy confirmed that even today the Malawians are still speaking word of the Hebrew language, but they don't know which word they are there. Let's go on. We have observed that they express like the letter by substantives and the qualities of person or things which are rendered by adjective in other language. In this book, he said, many Negro or Bantu language contain Hebrew, Greek, and Latin till today. So, in all the Bantu language, we have Latin, Greek, and Hebrew. This applies in terms of Jesus too, where at Jerusalem we have Greeks, Latin, and Hebrew language. Read the book of John, chapter 19, verse 20. We go on. Today, many Malawi speak this word without knowing that this is Hebrew or Greek or Latin origin. The words such as mpepo, mbebo, which means wind. In Greek, it's the same mpepo. Kuimba, singing. Njala, hunger. Seka, cheka, laugh. Above, yulu, juu. Mesa, table. Mvula, rain. Zua, zuba, jua. Sun, zovu, nyoka. Baba, tata, father. Mama, mother. Mai, maji. Meshi, water. Mwana, mwenzi. Mwene or mwini. These are the terms. Mwene, ownership. Mwini, ownership. These are the Hebrew words. That's why this word, they never change whichever language you are speaking. When you go in Zambia, mwana is mwana. In Congo, mwana is mwana. When you speak Lingala, mwana is mwana. Mama is mama, tata is tata, father is father. Mesa is mesa. In Chewa, they call it table. Table is French, table is English. But in original Chewa, they call it mesa. Mvula is mvula, jua is jua. They never change. No matter where language you are speaking, whether it's Tumbuka, Yao, Shona, whether it's Injala, it's Injala. When it's Injila, it's Injila. These are Bantu language. These are ancient Hebrew languages. No one can say this word Chichewa, Nyanja, Bemba, Lubakongo, Zulu, because they remain the same in many of the Bantu language, despite pronunciation which come due to different captivities which was passing through. Yeah. So now we are getting in conclusion that we read and understand that the Malawi today, which are called themselves Chewa, they are from the original children of Israel, and that Jesus, which you call the Messiah, the black man, is a black man like a Chewa today. But we've been lied to, We have got a white Jesus everywhere. That white Jesus was only a white supremacy to indoctrinate and to be lower our own understanding. That's why we are still on blind. But time is come. Wake up and learn your own history. The last chapter that I can give to you is 2 Chronic chapter 7 verse 14. It says, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sins and I will heal their land. Today, we've been praying, we've been trying our best, going in churches, going to the mountain, kukwera mapiri, kuimba, trying what we can. Koma mpaka lelo, no change. Things are getting worse. Zinto kusinta high, nothing is changing. Why? Because we are the children of Israel and we broke God's commandment. We are under punishment. No matter where you are. I don't know how you feel. I don't know who you are. Some may say, I'm not cursed. But no matter what you say, I'm not cursed in a temberedwa. I'm telling you, according to the Bible, you are the true Israelites. Wake up and learn your history. With that we say, Shalom. European come in Africa. So the Arabs, they were in contact with Yahweh, and this story is known by many Malawians. And this name was given by those who found these people due to morning like of the lake, according to their oral history. But the fact is that Maravi or Malawi is a Swahili name which the Arabs give to the people they come into contact in the land of Nyasa. They call them the Levites, or in Swahili they call them Malawi. This is Malawi, means these are the Levites. Levites in Swahili, Malawi. Singular, the Levites is Malawi in Swahili. Plural, the Levites with S at the end means Malawi or Walawi. The children, one of the children of Jacob. Write in Google. Go in Google. Google Translate. Take Swahili to English. Or English Swahili. Write Malawi. Then check in English. What are they going to give you? They're going to give you the Levites. So, what proves that the Malawi people are the descendants of Israel? What is the proof? The case that they are passing through even today. The Malawi people and other African people are still passing through a terrible case under the control and the matrix of white supremacy and sufferings at their own leadership. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15 to 68. And some of their tribes are still from the Israelite lineage. So we have the people like the Nguni or Ngoni people who are found in Malawi. When you read in the book of Numbers chapter 26 verse 48. I repeat again, the Nguni people, they are found in the book Number chapter 26 verse 48. It says and these are the children, okay, the descendants of Ngunites, the Nguni, the children of Sena. Malawi, they have Sena people. When you go in the book of Nehemiah, chapter 7, verse 38, the Sena were a group of people who came in Malawi. Slave trades. Malawi people were taken into slavery into America today as many. As Jesus prophesies in the book of Luke chapter 21 verse 24 and Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 26. If you got time, read this verse. If you enter in Google and type slavery.voyage.com, in the searching box, type the name of Banda and see the results. Why? Why the name Banda? Because Malawi is known by the names of Banda today. And today, white people, black people in America are waking up knowing their true history, calling themselves as the true Jews. And if it's truly proven by the Bible and the scholars that the Americans, the black Americans today are from the true children of Israel, which means Malawi is included because many of the slaveries were taken from Malawi to America and other places. The good thing is that all the Banda names in slavery voyage is going to be listed as coming from Congo Luba. This is what you are going to find. The language of Malawi are among the language of the Negro, like the Chewa, the Nyanja, the Tumbuka, the Lomwe, and the Ngoni. We said that the Malawi tribe or the Malawi languages are the Bantu language. According to French Catholic legend Bonaventure's projects in 1743, 1880, this man, who is famously author of Maximilian and Robespierre, 1758, autobiography, the guy from the French Renaissance,